What's up, guys? I'm Max Gersten with Beta USA, and today we're talking about the 250RR Race Edition, even though it says 300 two-stroke. The 250 makes a great race bike. I just got done racing the 250 at 6 days and absolutely loved it. There are several things that make the 250 a special bike. Starting with the chassis, let's talk about the KYB suspension. This is a huge one for me. With the KYBs, it's simple. You're able to get it to be soft and also hold up. It's so important with off-road to be able to go through the chatter, go through the rocks, and have the bike stay stable, but also be able to hit a G out without bottoming completely out. And the KYB delivers. The KYBs paired with the steel frame, the billet triple clamps, and the composite subframe make this bike super comfortable to ride. The chassis also has a flat seat, so it's really easy to move forward onto the bike so you can get a lot of grip on that front tire for cornering. The KYBs also do a great job of balancing the bike front to back. So when you're going through rocks or whoops or cornering, the bike's not moving too much back and forth, so you can really ride the bike hard and rely on a stable chassis. Moving from the chassis to the power plant, there are several things that I absolutely love about the 250. First and foremost, the carburetor. The carburetor is easily tunable to whatever conditions you have, and you can tune the bike to be richer or leaner or faster or slower depending on what you're looking for. And that's a huge value add for a racer that's serious about having a bike that runs the way that they want it to run at the races. What's great about the carb is you can tune it for the conditions that you're riding in. For example, if you're riding hard enduro, you can richen up your jetting a little bit to make for a little more linear, smoother, richer power band. Woo! Ah, it goes! Where if you're gonna go race ISDE, for example, or motocross, you can lean it out just a little bit more and have a bike that ramps up a little bit quicker. It might be a little bit more aggressive. It's gonna get going a little bit quicker. Not only do you have tunability of the engine with the carburetor, but you also have tunability with the engine with the power valve spring. The tension of the spring on the power valve determines how early or how late the power valve is going to open in the power band. So if it's coming on a little stronger than you want, you can put a little more tension on that spring. You can go in, and that's going to soften that transition from mid to high-end power. If you want it to be a little bit more explosive and a little bit more playful to ride, you can back that thing back out, take some tension off, and let that power valve open early to give it a little bit more brap, brap, brap feel rather than a rut, rut feel. The 250 engine itself is a very playful bike. What I love about the 250 is it ramps up quick, it's easy to rev, you can pop off things, and it still seems to have plenty of power everywhere. It's not like you're giving much up, it just is a different type of power from the 300 to ride. I love being able to come out of corners and wheelie hop and pop to the other side. It's just a very playful engine. The dual spark plug head makes this engine run so clean. There's no spooge that comes out of the back of these exhaust pipes. The 250 just burns so clean and runs so nicely. So you have the carb, the power valve, the 250 engine, and then you got the transmission. The gearbox is another thing that sets this bike apart. You have first gear, which is usable for anything super technical, or if you go up in elevation, you have a little extra power. And then second gear, boom, is a fairly tight transition, which is good. Both first, second, and third are very usable. Fourth and fifth are right in there as well. And then sixth for transferring down the road. Another one of my favorite parts about the bike is the clutch. It comes with a 10mm Brembo, so you have quick delivery of the power when you release the clutch. And the standard Beta clutch seems to hold up great to any abuse that I can throw at it. And it's got a nice soft pull, so you can always be very precise with your clutch use. The Nissan brakes offer a great brake feel. They're very progressive, but also have a ton of braking power. I'm a huge fan of the stock exhaust. It's a factory Beta exhaust. It works great from low to top end. It bolts right on. There's no fitment issues. I'm a big fan of the stock exhaust. Let's start off with the styling and the bodywork on this bike. I absolutely love the way that this bike looks. They're very lean, I guess you could say. Very sporty looking through this area. Nice, sporty, lean, smooth transitions. Nothing really to get caught on your boot, which is an important one for me. The shrouds tuck in really nice, so you're not getting your boot caught on those as well. It's important for me personally to have a front fender that's nice to look at. I hate looking at a bad fender. The fender on these is absolutely beautiful. I love the sight of this front end of this motorcycle while I'm in the cockpit. I'm a huge fan of the plastics. And then once again, you have the easily removable side airbox cover. So you can quickly and easily change air filters, especially in a race scenario. If you're short on time, pop it off, throw a new air filter in, and you're back to the races. You can see that Beta created a lot of space between the radiators and the engine from all the plastic, just to allow airflow to keep this bike cool during all conditions. The overall feel of this bike is what makes this bike what it is. The ergonomics are very comfortable, from the foot pegs to the seat to the handlebars. It's very comfortable to ride, and it's really fun to ride. That's what I love most about the 250, is it is so much fun. It's got plenty of power, it revs up quick, and it makes you want to be playful on the bike. What makes the 250 a great bike is the overall rideability. They're comfortable to ride, they're easy to ride fast, they're easy to ride slow, they work well in all conditions, and they're easy to adjust to whatever style of riding you're looking to do. Other little things that make the 250 a great race bike: for dead engine starts, they start up quick. You start with a little bit of throttle, hit the button, and you are off to the races. Once again, my name is Max Gerson. I've been riding Betas since 2012, and from my personal experience racing these bikes, working on them, being around them, one thing that I have noticed is every year they make small improvements. Beta has in-house engineers and test riders that are working week after week just to make small improvements for the next year. I love the 250. Go pop wheelies and have fun.